Alrighty, it is currently 11:16 a.m. and I am at what is 215 EC Street. And just as a matter of record, this is relevant to the evidence captured yesterday, and you are looking at what is the identification of stalking. And yesterday, the Ontario International Airport is stalking in furtherance of murder, as they are now, in an identical environment. The entity is engaging in what is amplified plane activity and flying directly over the top of my head. Doing so, again, they are flying in the direction west, hovering while the fake sun is over me at what is the same time yesterday, 11:16 a.m., where I am at the top at what is 11:16 a.m. The video ends at 11:20. I am located at what is 646 West Hope Boulevard. That's the Ontario Village Shopping Center. I'm looking at what is the Habit restaurant. The entity is flying through the sun in this video. The entity is engaged in psychopathic pacing, flying in alignment with my person and then making a U-turn, doing so under the fake sun, which is again at the same time. It's 11:17 a.m. and I want you to listen to what it is. Demons are stalking in the incredible manner such as every airline, including Amazon Prime, including UPS and Southwest Airlines, who are a threat to the public. They are terrorists. They are masquerading as companies in the U.S. and they're engaged in criminal service with the people of the state, and that psychopathic pacing. Engineer light across that vehicle, license 6S DV279 while you're crossing path 7RZY 896, psychopathic pacing by another demon, engaging in that ongoing conduct. That's what they're doing in the sky space, rising right here behind the storefront. Psychopaths that are engaging in that mentally ill behavior. That is what is behind the demon possessed that derive pleasure out of committing murders, and they do so in honor of Satan. This is demonic. This is ritualistic. You're going to prosecute that as a conspiracy to commit murder, and this is the entity's ongoing evidence that's going to be used regarding diagnosing gang stalking police officers, gang stalking public officials, gang stalking pilots, gang stalking families. They are doing so with children, doing so while they are failing at acting like you're a whole bunch of strangers that don't know you. They're engaged in the pattern of conduct, and in their silence, I will be putting them in prison. I'll be putting them in mental asylums. You don't have to say a word, or you can say something and I'll be using it against you, because you are under all circumstances serving for what is a self-diagnosis when you are engaging in the mentally deranged pattern of conduct. And by the way, what you're looking at 11:19 a.m., the Ontario International Airport is maintaining flight over the top of my head, flying over the OVITT Family Community Library that has the fake sun after 6 p.m. aimed on me, on my face, in alignment into the depths. I've already shown fake sun through the side, fake sun through the entrance, fake sun through the back, remaining from beginning to the end of the day. And this is where the Ontario International Airport, that's the city of Ontario, this is the prosecution of Mike Lorenz, a paid terrorist conspiring by murder as an agency. Downtown Ontario luxury apartments maintaining light activity. I walked through there and documented gang stalking this morning, and the fake sun is still over me. That's what you're listening to now while they're monitoring in real time while the evidence is being documented. Which is always reflecting on that entity. It is never evidence of the targeted individual who has maintained an organized body of evidence to prove that the government's engaged in unprecedented criminal conduct, which is terrorism, gang violence amongst demons. And it includes the Ontario International Airport that is being shut down. The entity is acting like it's taking off and landing behind the Chevron, behind the Ontario Town Square. And that's an entity that's directly tethered to that criminal conduct and blatant stalking, and also asinine behaviors that are documented as a matter of record. This is P.O.C. The entity's mental illness is directly tethered to what is a threat posed by that entity that's engaging in that. Flying miles away to engage in what is repetitious pacing. That's what they're doing on the roads and the highways. Psychopathic pacing. All right. It is currently, like I stated, 11:18 a.m. The entity is maintaining the fake sun as I am remaining at the bus stop, and as also as I am arriving at what is that pattern of conduct. When you're looking at that light activity, this is good for you to be informed by the mentally ill. Not only is that not the sun, they literally just engaged in what is, you're flying under the sun and creating the shadow. That's how much of a God complex the demon possessed who are the mentally ill have. This is not even the sun, and they're engaging in light activity, utilizing their fake sun to prosecute them and diagnose them for their mental illness. That's how you're going to use UPS, that is a murderer, engage in that P.O.C. And also, that's a threat. You're going to analyze the stalker. That's a threat. Light activity while the entity is engaged in the P.O.C. She's been engaged in targeting. Her license. Alrighty, so what you're looking at, first of all, is the evidence yesterday. I have not yet made it to where I am located now with the fake sun, as you already see. It's present while the entity is engaging in the pattern of conduct with regard to what is the maintenance of a fake sun where I remain. That is where it's present. And 24 hours ago, this is the inconsistent conduct that's documented as a matter of record, where the entity has the fake sun and anthesis, and companies alike are abusing the mentally incapacitated to bring them to participate in things such as vagina monitoring, such as criminal surveillance and furtherance of murder. That's what the entity is engaging in under the fake sun, with knowledge that is being documented. The fake sun is here as I'm arriving at 10 o'clock in the morning. The fake sun is still here while I'm documenting right now, and the airport is sharing in that pattern of conduct while the evidence is being captured. While yesterday you're looking at what is the fake sun that's over me at that Stater Brothers, which I just showed you on video. And this is the entity that is indeed targeting while they are doing so with the people of the state. Psychopathic pacing is underway inside of the OVITT Family Community Library. They're doing so with regard to that entity that's engaging in the pattern of conduct with impunity. That's the impunity that's relevant to prison for Mike Lorenz, for terrorists of the Ontario International Board, for terrorists of, the Ontario International Board and the Ontario Executive Team. Psychopathic pacing, driving out of the apartment complex and driving around the C Street turn circle. Just like Bemis was gang stalking with the airport that was centering me under the fake sun at the square, this is a psychopath that's gang stalking 9TPT 913. That's representing an entity, and that's why this fake sun is still here after 4 p.m.